Zohran Mamdani, the mayor of New York City, or I think mayor-elect, because since he doesn't really get sworn in until January, but I wouldn't know. I kind of just made that term up on the spot. Congratulations, you are the mayor of the largest city in the United States of America, and maybe one of the most influential cities in the world. Why would you want that job? You know, with the way this job market's going, I might be the next mayor of New York City if that means that I can pay my bills. Congratulations, you know, I love it when I see a Ugandan man winning. Oh, yocha to my Ugandan brother, Zohran Mamdani. Man, okay, I remember I was watching the news with my dad. Well, he was watching the news. I was in this room. He was watching the news in the other room. Was I happy? Sure. Was I confused? Maybe. Do I know what democratic socialist means? Absolutely not. People are fed up with the system. People are fed up with just your baby boomer, you know what, I'm gonna hold on to power until I die type stuff, whatever, how the phrase works. When I look at someone like Zohran Mamdani, am I scared? Oh, absolutely. Oh, this terrifies me. I have no idea what half the things. Come on, man. Affordable rent in New York City. This is not like Fairy Odd Parents. Like, we don't get wishes. This is real life. I think that when I hear that, okay, New York City elected a democratic socialist, I think this is the direction America is heading. Whether you like it, whether you dislike it. I think you'll have people like Mamdani, but then I think you're also going to have people in the other direction, in the extreme other direction, because there's going to be this tug of war. Now, is socialism bad? Yes. This is not, oh, well, this is a nuanced take. No, so in general, socialism is bad. I think maybe it works if you're a small group of people and it's like you're very homogenous and there's high trust. And those are none of New York. New York is not homogenous at all. It's one of the most diverse places you'll ever go to. It is not small. It's one of the biggest places you'll ever go to. And there is no high trust. Just go in the New York City subway and tell me if you trust the person to the left of you and to the right of you. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going on in New York. I don't know. I really don't know. Because on the one hand, I'm very happy. Because people want change. Like I'm very happy. I know what it's like to just have actually, not that I know. I don't have really anything, so I don't really have a lot. But so I know what it's like to dream of becoming mayor because, when you grow up, you just want to be the mayor of New York. That's exactly what you want to do. I get it. I completely understand. So, I'm not going to knock. I'm not going to make a joke. I'm not going to insult. I think my concerning thing with Zohran Mamdani is sometimes he's kind of been a bit sympathetic towards terrorist organizations, or he hasn't overtly condemned them, which there are some moral things. I don't care if this man is a Muslim. I don't care that you're Indian, South Asian. I really don't care that you're Ugandan. Even though I love that about you, I really don't care. I think you can criticize Islam, you can criticize whatever you want to criticize about this man. I think what scares me is that we're kind of heading in a direction where you can be a terrorist sympathizer and you get rewarded, honestly. Honestly, I might have to just, give a high five to Hamas and just say salute to you if I want to advance in my career. That might be the point we're at. But that's not, I don't like saying that. Like, I don't like admitting this. We're in this dark chapter. I actually think we're entering the medieval times, if I were to, characterize this era. I wouldn't say we're in the modern era. I would say we're in the medieval era, or the end evil, because the middle is the mid. So maybe we're at the end of the end evil. So, but there's definitely going to be some darkness because these radical changes, they typically don't bring stability. They don't bring the change that you want. Because these problems of housing, these problems of immigration, they started in the 90s and in the 80s, maybe even in the 70s. It's just that in the 2020s, we're just starting to see the effects of decisions people made 30 and 40 years ago. And yeah, I'm going to blame some baby boomers. I'm really sorry. Even though, your boy went to go vote yesterday and this lady was asking me about Uganda. So, shout out to that baby boomer. She's one of the good ones. But these problems are not going to be solved with democratic socialism or dictator capitalism. That's not how problems work. That's not how problems get solved. Problems work, well, we all got problems. I got a lot of problems, and a woman is not one of them, as they say. These issues that I see, because Zohran Mamdani is just one of many. I think this is going to be the first of many democratic socialists. Heck, there might even be a democratic socialist that becomes the next president. That'll probably happen within my lifetime. I wouldn't hold it past the American public. But I wouldn't hold it past the American public because people are fed up. People are legit just fed up. And as baby boomers start dying and, going off to the pastures, going off to the fields, off to the farm. But as baby boomers start dying and as millennials and Gen Z and Gen Xers are getting older, but as they inherit more and more of the system, it's going to be broken. Like, it's going to be we're not getting oh my gosh, look at America. No, it's not this is not something to be proud of. And so whether it be Mamdani in New York City or Sadiq Khan in London, these people, they're a reflection of us. They're a reflection of even this channel. Bruv, I'm a first generation American. I'm not I've been in America and I'm African American and I'm a descendant of slaves I'm not. I'm just not. My name is Caleb Intende. Intende, the name of this channel. That's not an American name. That's a Ugandan name because that shows you my heritage. And as America enters as we're in this chapter of globalism, you're going to start to see things that are going to maybe feel un-American. Like socialism. That's going to be a common theme probably over the next few decades. This is the first of many, I think. And we should all be prepared for the good things of socialism, because socialism is so great that people just want to stay in Cuba. Actually, people want to move to Cuba. That's how great socialism is. But I could say, oh, well, socialism is bad and you need capitalism. But then what? That's kind of what got us in this situation in the first place. Honestly, until people actually start solving problems, people are going to go to Donald Trump's, Mamdani's, and they're going to go to that and they're going to cling to that for stability. And I wouldn't blame them. I would do the same thing too if I was in New York City. Do I disagree with Zohran Mamdani on some moral issues? Yes, I do. I really do. But do I understand why a New Yorker would vote for him? Of course. I can't even find a job. I can't even get a job interview. Yeah, socialism sounds a whole lot more attractive when you can't get a job interview, you can't move out, and you can't advance in your life. So both things can be true. Are they uncomfortable? Yeah, but this is the reality we have to live in, and we've got to navigate this because it's going to be a bumpy ride. But I wouldn't have, but that's how America works. and that's the America I love, the America I live in, the America we all live in. Thank you for watching this video. If you like, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. My socials will be linked down below, and at the end of this video, I'll see you soon. Bye.